What is up, family? This is TJ Jackson, and with me is my wife, Frances Jackson.
Hello.
This is another Q&A. Of course, many of you know we are going to be doing this every Wednesday at this time, which is 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yes, this is a Q&A. But before we get to your questions, we want to remind everyone or let you know that we released a new podcast this morning. So if you have not heard our podcast or don't even know that we have been doing podcasts, make sure you check it out. The link will be in the description and you can listen to our latest podcast. And this was a good one. We had a great guest and a great teen expert on. So make sure you check it out.
Very insightful.
Franny, you ready to get? Is there anything you want to say? I always feel like.
Is there ever anything I want to say?
There should be.
If it's not regarding food.
There should be something you want to tell people before we get going with the Q&As.
Is there? You're just going to put me on the spot like that?
No, you don't really have anything on mine, huh?
No.
All right.
Just happy to be here.
All right.
That's all.
This is fun. We enjoy doing these. So we'll get right into it. Question from Nikayla Johnson. Hey, TJ, I love your smile, by the way, Nikayla.
Yeah.
You look like you have a lot of great energy.
Positive energy.
And are fun to be around. Don't ever lose that. So, it's a beautiful thing. All right. Hey, TJ and Frances, I wanted to ask, how do you guys keep your relationship healthy? Frances, how do we keep our relationship healthy?
I think it starts with, honestly, respect and, just kind of understanding the other person, their wants and needs. I think that's really important. And I think we've pretty much figured that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took some time. It wasn't always like that, but I think over the years we've mastered that. And, you have to respect each other and just know each other's wants and needs.
I agree. And I think you also, I'm looking at this. Is the camera tilted? No.
Let it go, TJ.
All right. I'm sorry.
Let it go.
Yes, I think you have to respect your partner. And if you can respect your partner and really try to make them happy and do what's best for them, then I think you will have a healthy relationship. I think oftentimes people care so much about themselves first, and neglect their partners. And I'll say this because I'll just put you on the spot, but I got Frances something yesterday. And when she had it, she had a really big smile. And you remember what I told you?
Yeah.
Do you really?
I do. It's a couple things, but go ahead, tell them.
Well, I told you that I love seeing you smile like that.
Yeah.
When you smile, and there's a difference between a smile and like a real smile. And she had a real smile, like a big smile, and that it was beautiful. So I think as long as you have that love and respect for your partner, then your relationship's going to be healthy.
Truly
it's not going to be perfect.
No, it's
You're going to
have
ups and downs. You're going to have conflicts. You're going to have, some issues, but it's going to be a healthy relationship regardless because the love is there.
Amen.
So that's what I would say. Alina Perez Martinez. Hello, Alina. Are you guys working on anything big? I feel like or at least I always am trying to work on something big. But since this was asked to the both of us, I think it would be just collectively building this channel, especially on our YouTube. So if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube because we are doing these weekly, which you can't see on Facebook, but we are doing our vlogs on Saturdays, and we are thinking of doing another day of something that could be fun. So we are taking it easy and making sure we could stay consistent with Wednesday and Saturday vlogs before we entertain that third day of something. But we feel that this family channel is not only us, but it's cool. And we don't feel like there's that much doing things like this. And we want to talk and teach and explain what we've learned and learn ourselves,
because we've learned a lot throughout the years, so
much. And doing this channel has been cool because, like I said, we've been able to interview some great people and we have some great interviews lined up. So it's a learning thing. Our most important job at least for us two at the moment, is parenting and
Mm-hmm.
and family. And you know, if you don't have kids, Alina, one day it's going to be yours. And I just haven't found too much out there that really that's there for us parents.
Yeah.
So we wanted to help and
And
create
keep it
something,
positive.
and of course keep it
Yeah.
positive. So this is from Romita, and I'm saying that because she says, "Do you want to read this
Go
question?"
ahead.
No, I think you should
No,
read this
you
one.
well my eyesight isn't the
Oh, yeah,
greatest.
eyesight. Okay, she says, "Hi TJ, Francis and family. Saludos desde la isla de Mallorca, España." So,
Ah,
hola, Romita.
hola.
Um, un día yo quiero ir a tu ciudad.
See, I
Y
wouldn't even know how to say that.
really?
Yeah.
Sometimes I guess I have it a bit more than others days. But I'll stop there just so I can walk off with a win. But yes, Ramira, thank you for reaching out, and we send you hello and love back.
Yes, we do.
Um,
She has a nice smile too.
yes, she does. Yes, she does. Happiness. Happiness is everything, people. So if you are not happy, and I don't just mean today is a bad day or this week,
Because
or
you're gonna have
because you're going
those.
to have those.
Yeah.
But if you overall are not happy, please readjust life, what you're valuing, maybe where you're at, the city you live in, can maybe even the people you're hanging around.
Yeah.
Life is too short.
And
And
remember, whatever you tell yourself is what you're gonna believe. So that's also very important.
yeah.
Self-talk, positive self-talk is very important.
Maria asked, my question to you, how are
I
things
gotta
with
lift
you
up.
and your family on this one, right?
Yeah.
Handling the pandemic. How are you and your doing to keep yourself busy since the pandemic? I love your videos every week.
Oh, thank you,
Maria,
Maria.
thank you for that question, and thank you for the compliment at the end. How are we staying busy? How are we handling it?
I think we're pretty much like everyone else, taking it day by day and just trying to stay as safe as possible. And, I think, what I have noticed is that in the beginning of the pandemic, I was actually having a difficult time just kind of having good energy. And I didn't like that. So I saw that, I noticed it, and I was like, okay, that's out of my character. What can I do to have better energy? And I just started, kind of doing things that made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How are you doing to keep yourself busy? What are you doing?
I mean, I think the kids keep us busy.
Yeah.
By nighttime, I am so ready for them to go to bed so we can have some time,
Yeah.
and even if it's you watching a Spurs game or something,
Go Spurs go, and they play tonight.
it's just nice to have that time.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. I think she said it right. The kids keep us very busy, and this channel is keeping us busy. We're doing this every Wednesday, and we do our vlogs now, and of course I'm doing my music. So I'm definitely busy, and my real estate. So I'm definitely busy and have my plate full. I'm always trying to figure out how to gain more time, but I don't know. I can't wait for this pandemic to be over with. It's been difficult on many levels, but especially for others out there. And I just heard about a big fan of ours who passed away a couple of days ago due to COVID, and that just sets me back. It hurts,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm ready for this to be over because it's affecting too many people and too many families.
Yeah.
Brown Girl 313 asks, "Hi TJ and Francis.
Hello.
What are y'all favorite activities that you both enjoy together?" I'm curious to know, Brown Girl, where are you from saying y'all like that?
I know, right?
It's definitely the South, right?
It has to be.
It's got to be Texas. That's my
Either,
guess.
yeah, but don't forget, like Georgia
Yeah.
says that, and North Carolina, and
Does Alabama?
oh yes, oh yes,
Yeah. And okay, go ahead. Let's answer this question. What are our favorite activities? We like to watch shows together.
yeah.
We like to eat.
I think one
She
of our
likes to go
favorite.
to eat.
Yeah, I always like to eat. Okay, it's been difficult these days. Okay, but I'm doing much better, and so are you.
Why is it difficult?
Because it's like, what else? We don't have much to,
So you're saying difficult to eat,
It's difficult to
limit the
eat.
eating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
oh yeah,
eat healthy.
that's true.
Yeah, but we love to watch comedy shows together.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to keep things light and fun. Laughter is always like medicine for the soul.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ria wants to know, what do you like best about our relationship?
Who's that toward? Hi,
Well,
Ria.
you answer that first while I look for the next question.
What do I like best?
Yes.
Probably the loyalty we have for one another.
Yes.
Yeah.
Franny's my soulmate.
Yeah, for sure. We have
and we have fun too.
Yeah.
We have fun. I think we know each other so well now that we know, like she said, our needs, but also how we're thinking. So it's really, really cool. This is a great question. Lizzie
Hi,
Herbert
Lizzie.
asks, what advice would you give someone who's struggling with self-harm and depression?
That's a hard one.
It is.
It's a very difficult one.
I think this is tough. This is tough. I think you got to get help. That's the first thing, Lizzie.
For sure.
And
you have to have a support system.
you have to have a support system, and you got to be proactive in getting help and understanding that you or your friend needs help. And I say that because from the outside, it's very difficult for people to understand what you're going through, and to relate to it, and to understand it, and to respect it. So you have to be proactive in finding that help, or your friend does, because help is needed. Self-harming is never a healthy thing, and neither is depression. And there are people out there that can help you, even in your circle. It may not be your parents. They may not get it. They may be, just part of the, I don't want to say part of the issue, because that seems like they're bad parents.
Yeah, because
but they may be contributing to where you're at, because they don't understand what you're going through, or what your friend is going through.
Be open and honest. I think that's where you can start.
So you have to be open and honest. And again, if the parent relationship is strained at the moment, you have to look out. You have to find it elsewhere, whether it's a teacher or an uncle or aunt. But you or your friend need to get help.
For sure.
And I applaud you if this is about you, for reaching out, and if it's not, for reaching out on behalf of a friend, because it's not an easy thing to do, and I just respect that.
Yeah.
So I think that I hope that was answered okay.
I think you did well. Yeah.
Cool. Madison wants to know, what do you think about the Jackson New Generation? I'm watching the Jackson Next Generation.
Not sure what the new generation is.
Does she mean next generation?
No, because she put next generation.
I have no idea what do you think about the Jackson New Generation?
We love them all.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's my family, so I love and support them. But should we assume it's her? Should we go to another question? I'm just going to
assume that it's the younger generation, maybe.
Well, if it's the new generation, as in the younger generation, of course, I love them. I think they're going to continue to branch out and do other things besides music.
But there are some talented ones, though.
There are.
Yeah.
There are. But I'm excited for the family to grow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we answered that question or if it was done right. But yeah, that's our answer. Elise Marshall wants to know, what was your favorite subject when you were in school? Have we answered this before?
I think we have.
So let's answer it again.
And I jokingly said, does lunch count?
Oh, good memory, Francis. And I said math, right?
You said math. I would have to say language arts.
Language arts?
Yeah. Language arts.
Okay.
Mr. House.
Mr. House. Well, let's go back to Mr. House. Who's Mr. House? He's a teacher?
Yeah.
Was he cute?
You know what?
Here we go.
He just had a great personality. But the cool thing about Mr. House, it was my 8th grade language arts teacher, and he wore a different suit every day to school.
Really?
I mean,
First of
a
all, you
suit.
noticed that? Oh, a suit
Yes,
because he wore a suit.
a suit
Okay.
every day.
Do teachers not wear suits?
I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh,
When I went to school, it was like the teachers were dressed,
maybe that's a South
men
thing.
and women. I don't know, but he had a different. I think he was also a pastor too. So yeah, but Mr. House was the bomb.
So that's Mr. House created your favorite subject?
Yeah, he made it fun.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
for teachers out there you go. You can have an influence on your student's favorite subject by keeping it fun and wearing a suit. Who knew? Well, by the way, everyone, I think I've said this. I feel like I say this all the time. It's definitely math for me.
Yeah.
I love math. All right. Emma asks, hi, TJ and Francis.
Hello.
Which one of your children can have you wrapped around their little finger? Let's make this interesting. Let's answer this opposite ways. And then you agree okay, so I'm going to guess which child can have you wrapped around their little finger.
Okay.
And you agree or disagree, and then you guess for me.
Okay.
I'm going to guess easily JoJo.
You think so?
Yeah.
Can I tell you why I have to counter that though?
Yes, please.
Because Joe never really asks for anything.
Which is a valid reason.
But I do maybe that's why I have a soft spot, because she's just,
she's a good girl.
She's a good girl. She doesn't ask for anything. And if you say no, she's like, okay. She doesn't like combat it or, want to say why. And nope, she's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you.
Yes.
I'm going to have to say it's Rio.
Really? I thought you were going to say Dee Dee.
I almost was going to say Dee Dee, but that was Dee Dee like 3 years ago.
I don't know. You think so, Rio?
TJ, yes. You give him so much junk food and candy.
It's the pandemic,
you guys,
we're hanging out.
Kick it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to disagree. I
would have to say Rio.
It's either Rio. I don't know. I would have said Dee Dee.
I think you like Rio's mischievous side. I think you do a bit. I think it's funny to you, and you like to see his mind work.
I like to see all kids' minds work, but I don't think I necessarily like to see his mischievous side. I'm too worn out and tired, but maybe
no, because sometimes you laugh at it. I'm like, that's not funny. We need to.
Funny.
He is funny.
What do you want from me? He's funny.
He is funny.
Piano Princess says, can you guys make sure to give Dee Dee my love? She's my favorite girl, and I love seeing her TikToks.
I will for sure. Dee Dee's awesome. Her personality is just so bubbly and great.
And I'm gonna say this because Dee Dee's chill. She don't care. Dee Dee has an amazing personality, very unique. I love it. I wouldn't change any part of it except Dee Dee has trouble focusing. And this is why I'm mentioning this, because the old school parenting of myself, and again, I don't want to lump you with me. You can, if you agree, let me know.
Probably mine too. Yeah.
We would really be strict on it and trying to force that change, force her to focus.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just rolling with it and hope, explain to her the importance of focusing, but it's as if, like even
but I think it's because we've grown as parents
on how we're handling it.
Just in general, we've grown, and there's different ways to parent, and more I think we're more understanding now.
Yeah, I think it's that combined with what we understand what really matters, and that's the heart and character of the kid.
Yeah.
And as long as that is done right, I'd rather spend all my energy making sure their character and heart is right. Mm-hmm. And any limitations or issues or struggles they have, we'll deal with. It's like we'll mention it to them, but they will learn, they will become who they are. And we're not gonna, at least I'm not gonna waste any frustration or strictness on something like that, even though it's an important thing. Again, right now I've learned that the focus is character and the heart.
Yes.
Kim asked, Kim Vaccarino? Yeah, why
We'll
not?
say.
Francis and TJ, do you ever have a date night?
The answer to that is yes. Before the pandemic, we were really good about that. Obviously, now it's much harder because, we can't go as to many places and, we're trying to stay safe. But yes, date night is really important for us.
Yeah, it wasn't always, to be honest.
No, we didn't have time.
We didn't have time,
We didn't make time.
We didn't make time.
There's a difference. We didn't make time.
She is right. We didn't make time earlier. I don't want to say early in the relationship, but like for the first 10 years, we always put our kids first and our family first. And we just didn't go out as much or go anywhere. And, I'd say over the last 5 years, we've made it a point to make sure we have our time, whether it's date night or even trips. We've been on trips by ourselves, and it's not only enjoyable, but it's healthy for us,
Absolutely.
And for any parents out there, again, this is different times. We're in a pandemic. So, but if once this pandemic is over with, make sure you're having quality time with your significant other. Even if you have kids, it's super important and healthy.
It's so important because a lot of parents feel guilty about doing that. Don't feel guilty because you as a couple need that.
I'm smiling because you used to feel guilty.
I know.
And it's funny
watching
you in here. It's like you telling yourself what not to do.
I used to feel guilty.
Khan 224 asks or says, I just want to say your young woman's Titanic report the other night was everything. I enjoyed all of it, especially Rio's contributions. Love him. Khan. For anyone who doesn't know what Khan is talking about, she's talking about we went live just a couple of days ago on our Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was fun.
We put it on the feed. So if you still want to see the Titanic presentation the girls did, you can go to our Instagram at the Family Rules. Yes, I should know that, but I just want to make sure it's not
I'm glad you're saying it and not me.
At the Family Rules on our Instagram, you could see what Khan is talking about. But yes, without spoiling anything, we went through. They did the Titanic report. We streamed that. We talked about it. We asked questions. We took questions from the viewers. But then I don't know how we got onto the continents where we were naming the continents. And let's just say there was some struggle.
For all of us.
Except one person who was supposed to be the one who had no clue. So there you go. That's the hint. But it was a good time, and we're going to try to do that more often. So for anyone who's not following us on our Instagram, make sure to join us on Instagram. So
yeah, and they usually do a presentation once a week. We try to have them do it.
Yeah, once a week. They either do a presentation once a week, or they write an essay once a week on a different topic we come up with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been fun. Renee asks, if you both could recreate a memory, what would that memory be?
Oh man, that's a good question, Renee. You go first.
If you both could recreate a memory, what would that memory be? It'd be our wedding, or the night we met.
That was the night we met, or our first date,
or the first date. I have like
times. I remember it like it was yesterday.
You're so lucky. I just have a snapshot of each night.
Yeah, I remember it.
Do you really?
I do. And I'm so happy that I do.
Wait, but does recreate mean remember or like do it over again, like differently?
Yeah, maybe differently. I don't know if I don't think I would change anything.
I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't because, I like how everything played out. Yeah.
Here's a comment from Amy that says, thanks for your positivity. Been a bit of a difficult week here. No reason really. Just one of those weeks, but your smiles are infectious.
Oh, thank you, Amy. And we could totally feel you. We get it.
You are not alone with that, Miss Amy. We've experienced it ourselves. Just in general. And I think, again, it's the pandemic. It's a lot of little things or a lot of big things as well. But that's the whole thing why we wanted to do the family rules and do it our way. We want this to be enjoyable, an escape, light and fun,
Yeah.
filled with love and something for everyone to come to and smile for a bit.
Yeah.
Super important. And I don't know who I was talking with this about, but I feel like the entertainment industry thrives off negativity, or and it's a lot because of media and news. But whether it's music is negative, or news, of course, is negative, or TV shows.
Hmm.
We're not subscribing to that. We're going to try to bring positivity, light, and love, and because we believe that it's contagious, even for you all,
Yeah.
and we don't want to bring any darkness or frustrations in your world. We'd rather do the opposite. So seeing a comment like this brings me a lot of joy, and again,
For sure.
I
Yeah.
think Franny too. But so thank you.
It helps us to keep it going as well. Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Um, Michael Jackson fan asks, "Hey TJ, what was your favorite of your tours from your uncles?" I'm gonna guess. Would that be Uncle Michael, or as in the Jacksons?
Well, it's uncles.
But it could be your uncle's tour.
Oh,
What
yeah.
was your favorite? I'll just name both. How about that? So I was too young for many of the Jackson ones, but I do have some, again, snapshot memories of the Victory Tour. And that would be definitely easy for me. Again, I remember that one. I was around that one, and just seeing my family performing in stadiums and bringing so much joy to so many people, and playing in the stadium where I would go to watch baseball games, because I was a huge baseball fan, and seeing that your dad, your favorite baseball team, can fill a stadium of people and bring incredible emotions, some positive, sometimes negative when they lose. But then seeing your father and your uncles just bring absolute, joy and happiness to people from get-go, from the beginning, from before they took the stage till after. That's a powerful thing for a child to see. So I think it would be the Victory Tour, at Dodger Stadium, to be specific. As for my uncle, it would, that's tough. I almost said it would definitely be in Asia. The Dangerous Tours. We saw them in Singapore and Taiwan and Japan. Oh man, amazing experience. I mean,
That's
imagine
cool.
that I'm 12, 13, I think, and just traveling to another continent for the first time.
I'm sure the energy was amazing.
You land at the airport, and you can get prepared as much as you want for what to expect, and it's not even, you don't,
That's
it
cool.
blows it out of the water. I mean, you exit the plane, and in the terminal there's just fans as far as you could see, so the doors closing, and it's just pandemonium. And then you have the police, like 6 police officers. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna, and just, it's like chaos, and you just
It's
landed, and the
crazy.
whole way from wherever you go, you just felt the love and the passion from these fans. That is powerful, especially when you don't even know the language. I didn't know what they were saying. I didn't know, but you can feel that love. Powerful. And then seeing them perform, from the crowd, and just seeing people love them again, people that don't even know the English language. That's a powerful thing.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the History Tour was great. And that was a little bit different. It was a different type of great, because we are more students, having released our own album as 3T, and seeing, just having all those previous lessons, and seeing him implement that, and just learning and going through things ourselves, and asking questions, and then seeing it in, he'll say something like, make sure you do this on the, at the end of a song like this. He goes, watch tonight when I do this, the way you make me feel, or whatever. Watch what I do at the very end. And then he'll do it, and then like wink at you, or nod at you, like, that's what I meant. That's powerful,
Yeah.
especially from
Well, you learn from the best. That's
but
amazing.
and I did know he was amazing, and at the top of the game, but I didn't know the legend status I knew it, but I didn't respect or really understand the legend status of my uncle at the time. And it was probably because he was so humble and
Yeah.
normal about it and so chill and fun. So it's like, I don't know.
That's cool.
It's
Hey,
just a special, special time for me.
that's cool.
All right, let's see.
Eh,
All
eh.
right, this is another good one from my. I don't even know. We're not even making progress, and it's already been 30 minutes. I'm sorry, people.
It's covering my face again.
I'm sorry. So let's do this one quick, and then we'll do two more.
Okay.
Elise asks,
Hi, Elise.
Francis, if you can go back to when you were younger, what would you say to your younger self about what you achieved, etc.? Love you so much. You both have the most wonderful smiles.
Love you more, Elise.
Thank you.
So sweet. What would I go back? Let's see, my younger self.
Yes. What would you say to your younger self about what you achieved and where you're at in life?
You know what? I think I would tell myself, honestly, that everything's going to work out and be okay. Because there was some difficult times, especially as a teenager and probably before I met TJ, that I would just say everything's going to be fine. You're doing great and everything's going to work out and be fine. Yeah.
I think that's a great answer. Because I think a lot of times people worry about their future and
yeah, I've never had that. I still don't. I don't know why, because I feel like whatever's going to happen is meant to be, whether it's whatever it is. So I think you do though. I know you look toward the future, and I don't. I like to live day by day,
which is beautiful and healthier. She has a really good ability to let things run off her shoulder and let losses or struggles not impact her. And for someone like me who it hits harder, to put it lightly, it's a huge important thing to be around, and it's a constant reminder for me on how to how to properly handle things, because I can get down and frustrated, and I mean never like throwing books off.
No, come on.
I don't go crazy, people, but it can sit in my head and I could dwell on it.
And I can see it right when it starts. I see it. So I try to like bring the best energy out for him, because that's one thing we do pretty well. We feed off of each other. And if I see that he's down, then I'm going to try to be the stronger one and make it a more fun, lighter day.
Yes.
And I think you do the same.
Francis, I have to ask, this is a great question from Elise again. I'm sorry, everyone. Elise, I'm curious to know this answer. Francis, what was your favorite concert that you've been to?
I would have to say Sade.
I knew that.
I would have to say Sade.
Not 3T, huh? Okay.
I mean.
All right. Now we got it. Let's go to the next question.
No, don't go to the next one yet.
All right. Let's go to the next question.
No, because I do want to talk about the 3T one. Because no.
You don't have to.
No,
I was just messing with you.
That was a fun one for me in a different way, though.
Wow.
That was more, I felt more joy, as it's kind of weird, as a mom. And I felt like it was just making your mom smile.
Yeah,
down
cool.
From heaven. That I actually had tears in my eyes, because I was just thinking like, wow, their mom would be so proud of them.
That's cool.
So that was
you're talking about
different.
France or Holland?
I think it was France.
A couple years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, that was really cool.
Were the kids with us?
No. Lexi was there. Lexi and Lee were there,
okay.
Which was cool. And they were all into it. But it was more like, wow, look at these guys. Like, I'm so proud of them.
That's
it
cool,
wasn't
man.
like from a fan perspective. It was like 3 beautiful souls, like giving it their all and doing amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. You redeemed yourself officially.
But it's the truth.
The Weird asks, we'll do 2 more quick questions. The Weird asks, what was your daily schedule like as a teen compared to now? Honestly, I was on the road, but I was working a lot and doing a lot as a teen. I was going to school went to a very difficult private school. I had ambitions to go to a big business school, a reputable business school. So I put a lot of work into that, and then simultaneously writing and recording and producing Brotherhood. And then when that was doing well for us, I was on the road and still trying to get myself into the best school possible. So my daily schedules have always been pretty packed,
and still are,
and
because if I feel like if you don't do like 10 things in one day, you feel like you haven't accomplished anything, which is so not okay.
That's one area I need to improve. I like self-evaluate my days every night, and it's not like, okay, it's self-evaluation time. I just naturally go, what did I get?
What did I accomplish today? What did I do today? For me, it's like, I'm going to get in bed and chill.
So that is something I do want to work on, because I don't think it's healthy to always have that mentality.
It's not.
I don't know.
Yeah, enjoy the fruits of your labor. I mean,
it's hard though, Fran. It's hard.
You've done so much in
I
so many years,
I feel that, but I don't like wasting days. It hits me hard.
That's why anytime he's like, I just want to read, I let him, because I think that's so important for your mind.
It is.
And your soul.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You have to answer this question. What was your daily schedule like as a teen?
For me, I was already a mom. I had Sage at 15. So I was, I was a child raising a child, pretty much. Yeah. So
wow. At 15, huh?
At 15.
Wow.
And I was determined to do my best and make it, because I had many naysayers, but everything worked out great.
That is right.
Yeah.
All right, Fran, this is going to be our last question.
Is it a good one, TJ?
This is very good.
Okay.
Akasha Alahi. Very cool name.
Yeah, it is.
I hope I'm saying it right. What is her logo? Is that just clouds?
It looks
and
like
the city light,
but something's down there, like a star or something.
I think it's
light?
City lights.
Okay.
Akasha asks, by the way, do people get annoyed with us? Like,
I don't know.
Looking at and asking?
Well, they can see it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that helps.
But what's weird is they see it, like I should be looking there. To look at the thing. But this is looking at
but it's
nothingness.
Not there.
Yeah,
so.
For us, it's there. Okay. Akasha asks, what is the best advice you both have given each other? You want to go first?
Like, are you going to say what advice I've given you, or?
What is the best? I'm going to say the best advice you gave me. Yeah, and you say the best advice I gave you. And if you want, I can go first. You know?
Yeah, I think I have one.
Go ahead.
This is one that I've learned from you, and I truly appreciate it. And I feel like I actually try to implement it anytime I can. Is you tell me it's not my message, it's how I deliver my message.
Yes.
So that has helped, because I'm Latin at the end of the day, and we passionate about things sometimes.
Well,
so, and I can get, a little, that old school Francis comes out.
Yeah, it doesn't come out as much.
No.
And to couple it, I always feel she could do a bit better job communicating.
You find one to talk about that.
Let me say it this way. She communicates, but the word selection is sometimes vague. So she'll say like, how should I respond to him? And I'm like, okay. Here's the guessing game. Who's him? What message is she? I think she assumes I'm seeing what she's seeing. So that would be the thing.
Yeah, but I'll tell you another thing. You're such a detailed person. I'll say, honey, can you bring me my phone on the dresser? He wants to know what side of the dresser. Where is that? Is it left, right? I mean, dude, my dresser, I only have one.
First of all, it's never that descriptive. It's usually like, can you get the phone from the room?
Yeah, whatever.
Which room? Let's start there.
So now I've learned to say, honey, it's like on the left side to the back. I mean, I'm very detailed now, because you need that.
Can you get my watch from the chair? Okay. Kitchen chair, sofa chair. sharing our room, sharing our bathroom.
Okay, no,
I'll just check them all.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, honey. You tell me.
I already told you the best advice. It's your turn now.
Oh well, the best advice is you've taught me how to chill a bit with my always trying to do everything perfectly right, and that's been huge for me. I think that's been.
I think it's you work on it every day.
I do, and it's still a challenge, but
Yeah.
but it's been a healthy thing for me. She's helped me understand what really matters in life, and that's the fact that our family's healthy here and happy. And if that is the case, then we are good and we are blessed and we are on top of the world. And that is something that I didn't think really. I mean, I don't want to say I didn't appreciate that. Of course I did, but I wanted to achieve on top of that.
Yeah.
So I can have a bad day and it can ruin a couple days because something didn't go right. And she's really helped me chill with that and just understand, put what really matters in focus. So I would say that. Yeah, that's huge. That's been huge for me. That's been really big for me.
Yeah, because you're hard on yourself.
I am.
Yeah.
But I can't help it.
I know.
All right. We did 40 minutes of a live Q&A.
See, guys, it's fun. The time flies when we're with you. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Again, we want to remind you all to subscribe. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you are enjoying our content.
Like Rio says, I double dog dare you.
Yes, I love when Rio says that. And I don't really...
He came up with that on his own,
too. And for the record, on those vlogs, that's all Rio. We've never told him what to say or what to do. And that's another reason why we are pushing and leaning on continuing to homeschool, at least for him, because we don't want that personality to get softened or watered. Yeah. We love our Rio just how he is. Yeah. Saying that, Franny, anything else you want to say before we definitely log off?
I think that's it. Enjoy the rest of your week, and thank you for joining us.
Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you guys Saturday with the new vlog, or we'll catch you next Wednesday at 12 p.m. for another Q&A. Adios, everyone.
Bye.